Well, hello. Jimmy the Hammer here. Going to do something slightly different. But I wanted to make this video fairly on in my YouTube career because I would really like a sponsorship from this company. And I want to show you that I'm using LMNT. I am not getting any money from them at this point. But I'm totally a shill. I'm totally willing to admit that I will perfectly be willing to support this product and let them pay me and get a sponsorship. But I want everybody to know, to begin with, that I'm already using it before that. So I'm going to try out the chocolate salt in coffee. It's one of the things it says is enjoy hot. But LMNT is an electrolyte product, has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, 60 milligrams of magnesium. I've been taking this for over a month, and I do like it. I do like the flavor. It kind of gives the chocolate salt, kind of gives a slightly salty mocha flavor to coffee, and it does dissolve well in hot water. So bear in mind, this can make your coffee a little bit salty, but one of the things that LMNT does is, particularly with if you're eating carnivore, it helps you with your electrolytes that you get rid of if you drink a lot of water. If you have a tendency to get cramps and things like that, the number of cramps that I have gotten since starting to use LMNT is relatively minor. I used to cramp, my calves would cramp almost every night because of the kettlebell work that I do, and I don't do proper stretching and stuff like that. But since using LMNT, most of those cramps have gone away, and even the cramps that I do get have lessened in severity. So I will say this seems to help quite a bit. Okay, so this is my trusty K-Cup machine. Not that the brand or anything matters, but coffee, 12 ounce. Now, it doesn't really make any difference. You can add half of it now. You can't really see that, but it's about half. And then I'll use half of it, the rest of it, tomorrow. And start it up. Now this does, the chocolate salt and some of the flavored versions do have stevia leaf extract in it. So that's something, if you want to cut out stevia or any artificial sweeteners, they do have a flavorless flavor, if you want to call it that. So they do, and it does not have any stevia or anything in it. And I haven't tried that yet. So it's just kind of like, why not just use salt? You could use salt, and I do salt my food, but this also adds the potassium and the magnesium, which are essential electrolytes that we do need. So there is that. So we're making my coffee, which I don't really need because I've already had about 4 cups. And I did make this video months ago when I first got LMNT. My package of LMNT, you get a box of 4, and I did make the video then, but now my audio is going to be better, so I figured I'd make the video again and actually put the video out. Again, this is so that in the future, if I happen to get a sponsorship from LMNT, you can look back to this video and say, oh, well, he's been using it forever. I do like it. I use it every day. The only thing that I do find with LMNT, and I am not sure whether it's the LMNT or something else is going on, but it seems like if I have 2 LMNT packets per day, which I don't generally, then I seem to retain water overnight and I gain weight a little bit. It's totally transitory. It's not a big deal, but just full disclosure, that does seem to happen. Now, I kind of like to have a little bit of creaminess in my coffee, so I'm going to put a little bit of, I'm also not sponsored by them, but this is Bub's Halo Creamer, which is keto-friendly MCT oil powder. Now, I'm using MCT oil powder because the powder doesn't tend, it can cause stomach issues, diarrhea, stuff like that. MCT oil can do that for some people if you have enough of it. You cross a threshold and all of a sudden you have issues. I like MCT oil. I have some bulletproof MCT oil over there. Sometimes that can cause some issues. So I figured I'd try to go over to the Halo Creamer. It's one of the few brands I've found. You order it from Bub's Naturals. It's pretty good. And so now I'm going to get a little stir doohickey and be right back. So the fancy little stirry thingy that I got from Javi Coffee, that's another thing I got to try sometime. So about a scoop. I didn't do a full scoop here. They say, why would you want a creamy, salty coffee? I like it. I am going to be working out, so having the ketones, because MCT oil and powder change over to ketones. I go right to your liver, so they change over to ketones immediately. So can be useful for, these things are great. I'm saying these little stirry wand things that you get for free, and they froth up the coffee, and they're really cool. I kind of like poo-pooed it when I first got it, but these things are pretty glorious, particularly because you get it for free. And like I get one of these a month from Javi sometimes, depending on what you order. But yeah, don't need that anymore, so give it a try. Again, it's slightly sweet. In this particular case, I didn't put enough in for it to be salty, so that's nice. If you put that entire packet in, and I don't really mind putting the entire packet in a cup of coffee this size, but it will get significantly salty. You kind of want to put it in about a liter of water, and this is, which is 33 ounces. This is only 12, so it gets really salty. And I don't per se mind that flavor, but some people might not appreciate that. So anyway, this is, just me trying out some LMNT. I figured I would videotape it. That shows my age, don't it? So I figured I would video it and put this video up on the channel so that while I am a shill, you won't think that, well, he's only doing that. He doesn't actually use it. Yes, I actually use it. So anyway, I will finish this cup of coffee. And of course, there's a lot of accusations where people say they eat 10,000 calories in a day or in a meal or whatever. And one of the accusations of all those people is that they are not actually finishing all the food. They're not actually eating all the food because everything is cut out. So to show you that I'm actually drinking the coffee, unfortunately, there's going to have to be one edit in this video because I didn't turn the camera while I went over and got the stirry spoon, and I may leave that bit in. I may not. Don't know. But you want to call me a shill in the comments? Fantastic. Like, comment, subscribe. You can call me a shill. You can call me a corporate shill for LMNT. But I'd rather be a shill for LMNT than for Coca-Cola. So, or Kraft, or all these companies that are trying to kill us with sugar. We'll have videos about that in the future, and hopefully I can get some experts on so that we can talk about what the big companies, the big food companies are trying to do to us. And that's all. So this is Jimmy the Hammer saying, always be the hammer. Jimmy the Hammer, out.